welcome back. I'm here in the studio with Erin from Red Buffalo.
Hello.
Always a pleasure. Look at, she's decked out in green too. She's really in her St. Patrick's Day.
It is St. Patrick's Day today.
I failed.
Well, I think about almost every year I do fail.
Yeah.
And this morning
I normally never do. I think because this weekend felt St. Patrick's Day-esque, and then it's Monday. So.
And it's like, oh no, it's no longer St. Patrick's Day, it's Monday. Well,
but I do have my,
we
tell
brought
me
St.
what
Patrick's
it is.
in a cup. Yeah, it's our Irish brownie latte today.
It's so good. And that's the great thing. You guys can make anything. You
We
name
like
it.
to say, if you can think of it, we can probably make it. We have a whole collection of flavors, and we also have soy and almond milk for dairy alternatives. And for our flavors that we can add to a latte, if you want to add a flavor, we use Ghirardelli for all the chocolates. And
Best.
for our other syrups, we use Monin. And Monin's a great company because they use cane sugar for a sweetener base, not corn syrup. And so we really take pride in using a quality ingredient and quality products with what we serve.
Definitely. And even with because you do like breakfast burritos and you have soups and you have gluten-free options. You have something suitable for everyone.
We do, and we also take pride in working with some of the local businesses. So our sandwiches and soups come from Peak Provisions, which is a business right next door in the same plaza that we're in. And we have our 80 by 80 rule, where 80% of our products come from companies within an 80-mile radius.
Even your coffee, I know that too.
Even our coffee and our milk, and milk comes from a dairy that's nearby. And well, nearby, we're still in the mountains, so you got to go over a pass. That's why we say 80 miles.
But the thing that I like too about your coffee is that you know exactly where each blend is coming from.
Absolutely.
And exactly how fresh it is.
Yeah, and we love to help educate people on if they have any sort of questions regarding our coffee, what estate it's coming from, or what does it mean to be fair trade or organic. An interesting fact about fair trade is that some of our coffee estates that we get our coffee from, they can't be considered fair trade coffee because they come from a single estate. Fair trades have to be a cooperative.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. So you think that sometimes a fair trade or a single estate is doing great things, but some people just don't want to. They want to think they're doing the best thing by buying fair trade only, but there's other things out there that are doing really good jobs that aren't necessarily have that USDA certification.
Very cool. Very interesting.
All those little facts and tidbits we're enthusiastic to talk about.
Definitely. And you guys also, what I love too is the coffee. Like you can actually have someone go online and order your specific blend of coffee, so that even if you're just traveling right now, you can still have that, so you don't have to miss out on it.
Absolutely. It's from our website, redbuffalocafe.com. We have our online website there, and we have a whole bunch of fun things. If you wanted to get one of our T-shirts that the staff are wearing, or some of our tea, because we do carry loose leaf tea exclusively, over 30 different types of tea.
You have the Tea of the Month Club, so you can try all of them, and it's a great gift.
It is. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So for 6 months, you get enough tea for a cup of tea a day for every day of the month. And delivered straight to your door.
And everyone loves kind of getting something in the mail, and so that's kind of a nice, just to know it's coming.
But the best way is always to come in, and I totally forgot, the most important part is our location.
Location, right.
We're 358 Blue River Parkway in Silverthorne, so that's just a half of a mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne Interstate exit, and we're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5:30. We got your wireless internet, your printing station, rocking chairs to just relax.
Books.
And we have shoveled our back patio, and it's beautiful right now because we have the Blue River going right out the back patio. The front patio is great too because you have the Gore Range, you have our namesakes, you got Buffalo and Red Mountain right out there.
And with all spring breakers in town, or just a heavier season traffic-wise, you can stop in, grab a nice coffee, relax a bit.
Yeah, since we're so close to the interstate, and we all know how horrible I-70's been this year. So come on in, just hang out for a little bit, relax in a rocking chair, and let the traffic kind of ease up a little bit.
And I also love that this is another great reason to support you guys. I love that you support the local community.
Yes.
Most of the things you do are always beneficial for the community. I know around Christmas, the Adopt the Angel program.
We do a lot of fun things with our community, and we encourage everyone when they're visiting to shop local, be local, whether that's at your coffee shops or bookstores or toy stores. Even I was at a conference this weekend, and one thing we were talking about is state of Colorado's budget forecast would be so exciting, but how there's a lot of missed dollars by online shopping because there's no sales tax collected. So you can feel good when you shop locally because the sales tax stay local too. But we have our library book sale, which is ongoing year-round. That's one of our year-round community things we're taking part in. We raise about $2,000 a year for the libraries. And it's great titles, so fun. I kind of get a little selfish sometimes because when I get when our library lady comes in, I'm like, I get first pick.
Right, like I'm gonna pick the ones I want.
Yeah. But so it's really fun.
And another thing I have to touch on too, just because it is St. Patrick's Day, so going green. You guys do a great job of going green.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we have a whole zero waste program. So this whole setup that I have here is all compostable. The cup is not wax lined. It's just it's paper made and paper and starch based made. The lid is not a standard oil-based plastic. It is a starch-based plastic, and we compost it all with the help of the Summit County Resource Allocation Park. So pretty much everything we hand over the counter is either compostable or recyclable. Even if it doesn't really look like it, our drinking water cups, they look like just plastic cups, they are compostable as well.
Right, I know. Just overall, zero waste, energy
Zero
efficient.
waste, energy efficient. We have the lighting, we have the appliances.
So support Erin, support Red Buffalo, support our community. You can find out more information at
redbuffalocafe.com. And there's a link to our Facebook page on there, so if you like that, you get more up to the date sort of information on that.
Perfect. Yeah, or just stop by there, 358 Blue River Parkway. We'll be back with more to come on Summit Sunrise. Thank you again, Erin, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you guys right after this.